Justin Rodriguez here with our first interview of the day with the Burke Catholic Eagles. I'm here with Coach Aaron Hasbrook and quarterback Tim Brogan and wide receiver defensive back Joe Cuevas. So obviously a great year for Burke last year, made it all the way to the Class D championship game, runner-up, a great season. This year you lose eight starters on offense and defense, Coach. So obviously a challenge. That's part of high school football, but how do you think the team will respond to having to replace those guys?
Yeah, I think the team is super excited from the run we had last year. Obviously, being a historical year for our program and getting all the way to the finals. And although we lost 8 starters on both sides, we returned some valuable players for us. Obviously, the 2 guys sitting next to us and many of our skilled players. So I think these guys know the expectations we have for our program and what we expect, and they've kind of set the tone for us in the offseason, and we're bringing the young guys along. We do not have a senior starter on the offensive or defensive line, so we know it's going to be a learning process, but we also have learned that it's not about how you play September 5th, but how you're playing heading into November. So I think these guys are ready and know what our expectations are, and we're excited to get the year rolling.
Tim, you're one of the you have a lot of skill players back.
Yeah.
We know you're a playmaker, can make plays. You're the quarterback. You're running the team. What is your outlook, and what do you feel you need to do to lead this team with with some new players?
I feel like I have to put everyone their best way possible. Like whether hitting receivers, in certain routes they love to run, or just leading the team, leading the offensive line, learning with them, and just trying to lead them to try to get back where we were last year.
Okay. And Joe, I touched upon your quarterback. Aaron, Coach Hasbrook likes offense. He might open it up a little more this year. That can open up some opportunities for you at wide receiver. How excited are you about, being maybe even more of a playmaker this season?
Very. It's what I wanted to play high school football for. I mean, I just got to trust my quarterback and hope he'll get me the ball, and I'll make plays.
And for you, Tim, we know you're going to have some new players. Any guys on Burke we should look out for? Who are some of the guys that you think could be a difference maker and really step up for you guys?
Really not just one person defines the whole offense or team. I think all 11 of us have full capabilities to setting school records and just winning football games. I'm not trying to really look at one person or myself to lead the team. It's just all 11 guys doing their one job.
I think it's something that's cool about our team this year, especially from the receiver standpoint, is we have some guys back. We have Joey, we have Lucas Lopez Rodriguez and Danny Benz, and we also have some young guys who've stepped up and came out for the team this year and really impressed us in the offseason. So it's nice for a quarterback not to just have one guy that he's got to look to get the ball to, but so far we've kind of proven over the summer that we have 3 or 4 guys that we can kind of share the wealth and kind of get the ball moved. So that's where our goal is.
Well, we talked about offense. You had 4 guys here at Media Day. We have to give a pop to running back linebacker Danny Benzinger. He can make plays, and wide receiver defensive back Lucas Rodriguez, who we talked a lot about offense, 7 picks last year. I think that was a school record.
Yeah.
So just tell me about what those 2 guys bring to the team.
Yeah, they're both. I mean, we got to do a joint practice with Walk Hill today, and the coach actually came over and complimented the job that Lucas does at corner because, people know he's a younger corner, and as a sophomore last year, we had some teams, really try to test him, and, he does a great job out there on an island, and to have 7 interceptions as a sophomore is pretty great, program record for us. And Danny Benz, he's just a football guy. He's the youngest of 3 brothers who've all played for Burke. They 2 older ones play college ball, and he's kind of the strength of our team from a toughness level, linebacker. And this year we're going to move him around. He's going to get some carries with the football and play some tight end for us. So he's kind of our enforcer guy and our physical leader out there. So those are 2 guys that we're definitely going to be counting on, and it's one of the reasons that they're 2 of the 4 captains that we chose for the program this year.
Okay, and the other thing I had talked about, I talked to Port Jervis about this during their first day of practice this week. They won a state title. Everyone's going to be gunning for them. You guys made it to the Dome. It's similar. How do you feel about that, Joe? Do you feel like some teams, I know you're going to play primarily a Class C schedule, but because you made it to the Dome, do you expect teams being a little more excited to play you, and how do you handle that?
Yeah, and I think we use that as kind of fuel. They want to beat us. We're just not going to let that happen. You know what I mean? We're just going to keep fighting and practicing. And what happened last year. It's this year. I already forgot about last year. I'm ready for this year. I want to do the same thing. Get back there.
Well, Coach, we're going to end on that. I'm sure you'd love to hear that, Coach.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's the attitude we want for sure.
Well, like I said, Coach Hasbrook does a wonderful job promoting Burke Catholic football, one of the good guys in Section 9, and I wish you guys the best of luck this year.
Thanks, Joseph.
Thank you, Coach.
Yeah.
Thanks, man.